And welcome back. We'll be finishing up Team Sonic today. The other part was getting really long, and this boss fight takes a while, so we're starting it here.
So weird.
I'm sorry I ruined your experience.
Also, I can't believe Sonic Heroes is over again today.
It will be for a bit if you're watching this as it comes out. We'll be on a
taking
short
a little
break
break.
after this.
Little break. Because
The-
as much as we love this,
Aw.
oh, there he goes.
We'll be in a galaxy far, far away from it for a bit.
Yeah, as much as we love talking about this game, and we just love this game in general, I think talking about the same 7 stages, or like 14 stages or whatever, right in a row, 4 times in a row, can take its toll. Which is why we recommend, playing this game, playing through a campaign or two, and then taking a break, and then playing through the rest of it. Or
Remember, guys, you don't have to marathon games.
You don't. That's true.
Thank you, Tails.
Unfortunately for me, when it comes to Sonic games, I always marathon them because that's how I like to play Sonic. For better or for worse.
A Sonic game in a really long time I've been able to marathon was Frontiers, funny enough. Usually
Yeah,
others I'll take a break for a while, but like Frontiers, I just play across like an entire week consistently, and it's, yeah.
Yeah. Frontiers is just kind of like a good turn your brain off and just kind of enjoy kind of game,
Yeah.
As much as I
Is
have
it-
problems with it, it has some vibes. It has some cozy vibes.
Yeah. This is probably the best boss, quote unquote, in the game, because it doesn't have any poor boss mechanics you got to deal with, and it actually has some pretty fun combat encounters, even if you don't use the Team Blast, I would say.
Yeah.
It's pretty lengthy. Obviously, if you don't like the combat in Heroes, you're gonna hate this. But I find it really satisfying to just demolish robots like this, so I'm cool with it.
Yeah.
Because you
I
get
was
to use
gonna say-
all team formations.
Yeah. I was going to say, I actually really like the combat in this game for a Sonic game. Normally, like, I'm kind of against Sonic games just having an arbitrary combat system because Sonic ain't about that to me. But with this game, the way it flows with the Sonic gameplay and how it's not treated as something majorly separate, I find very nice. It's like, and the way Knuckles fights, it's kind of like an alternate version of how Sonic fights as well, because like the slam dunk attack and the thunder shoot for Tails are both kind of homing attacks, so it doesn't feel entirely different from Sonic's regular gameplay.
Well, they have the same movement physics other than like different, high speeds and accelerations.
Yeah,
So all the characters feel consistent, like you're playing the same game the whole way through.
yeah, and the
Versus
best part,
SA2, which gives you its disconnect if you play the mech stages, for example.
yeah, and the best part for the combat here is that you can do it on the move. You don't arbitrarily have to completely change your physics and control completely differently and statically when you enter combat mode. It just flows from the regular gameplay normally. Like with Frontiers, when you start fighting in that, it's really just a button mash thing where Sonic is very static. It's like very stop and go because when you're attacking, you can't move at all. But you can obviously like air boost out of it and like continue moving around in that way. But I don't know. It just feels very button mashy in that game. In this, you gotta think about Knuckles' positioning more, otherwise you'll fall off the edge. And it just has good flow to it, I think. I'm rambling, but yeah. Time for peak.
None of them are on the A carrier when they're posing.
I think like Team Dark or something is actually like slightly in the ground. So they have the opposite problem.
So a really cool thing about this opening area that you only get with Team Sonic and Dark is all these rails have different pathways. They don't really go anywhere radically different because ultimately you're going to be going here, but it is a nice touch, and I like going for different ones. Though, since this is our first time here, I decided to just go to standard.
Yeah, I love Egg Fleet. It feels the most final rushy out of this game's levels. And Final Rush is like easily the best stage in Sonic Adventure 2, for me at least. So
it is a really solid stage. And
there you go.
like I said, it's one of the ones that feels like it's well themed and put together, where like everything feels consistent. Even though it is the same blocks of geometry, but like look how well they're connected together. Like we got all the fans and engines attaching to the platforms, and that already just gives them so much more cohesion than just the random ones floating in the air.
And again, if you look at the stage from afar using like a camera hack or whatever, it does look like you're just running across a big fleet of ships, which is what this stage is. It's really cool. I just love when stages do that, and they make sense in that way. Oh, nice.
Totally intentional. That's what I wanted to do.
Yeah. No Team Blast
Now,
for you.
The only thing I will complain about this stage is these guys.
Yeah, it's the thing that keeps me from saying this is like one of my favorites.
Sonic almost screwed me there.
Yeah. And I don't really like these sections. They kind of go on too long, and there's too many of them.
They're at least a nice break, but yeah.
Yeah. It's just it's this stage's spectacle thing, which
It's
is
really
fine.
funny. Right about now, the longest of Sonic Forces stages would be over. And
Yeah.
we're still in the beginning of this stage.
Yeah, we haven't done like anything in this stage yet, other than a little bit of platforming, and there's still so much to go.
This is the ending automated sequence of a Forces stage.
Yeah, I would say this is already even longer than all of Force's stages.
Yep.
Oh, you know, it helps when the gameplay also isn't just here's a button that lets you go as fast as possible, you know.
Yeah.
Like, I like the boost, you know, when it's done well. But I don't know, I just prefer Sonic games that make you kind of work for your speed a little bit more.
Oh, they make you work to keep your momentum going.
Work for the flow, yeah. Because
Same
Sonic
thing.
in this game by default is fast, yes, but you have to be good at it to keep moving at a constant pace. So that's what I mean. I don't like the games where, well, I mean, I like the boost. Obviously, I love Unleashed and Generations and Colors and whatever. But
Horses
I
is
don't-
too easy.
Yeah, I don't like when they give you top speed button and the stage is just ultra linear, with no skill required.
All right, switch off of Knuckles.
Oh, you could have made that.
I was so close. I was angry, but if you switch to Sonic, you could probably get enough speed to make that much easier.
I would also say just hold the rail button rather than repeatedly tapping it in that section to get a little bit more speed.
And well, again, normally I switch to Sonic, and it goes a little faster. I was like, oh, I'll be Knuckles.
It does randomly decide to put you as Knuckles for no reason.
Because I think the idea is that he's destroying the ship.
I guess, but like, you know, the ship gets destroyed by Sonic's rocket excel, and then they're jumping in the air, and you're still Sonic all the way up until the moment that you touch the rail and you switch to Knuckles.
Well, I mean, that's just the character switcher, but Knuckles is in like the center, so that's like the thing that delineates. Oh yeah, he's still in control.
But I get the impression that Sonic is the one destroying the ship because the game specifically says use speed character here, right before that moment. You know.
That never happens again in the game, where they dive bomb you and drop bombs.
Yeah, it's a cool little moment. Oh,
You can use
keep
that
going
fan.
over there.
No, there's nothing over there.
Yeah, that's something else I like that this game does is that it actually uses the game objects that you interact with normally as like set pieces for the like
Yeah.
background and stuff.
Well, sometimes there's things you can do with teams, but other teams don't always have it. But it's still there.
Yeah. Yeah. But they put it in a place that makes sense is what I kind of mean.
Yeah.
Like that fan is supposed to be keeping that platform levitating. So. Oh, you didn't stop for the life?
Nah. I feel like it. You
I
can't.
always
All you have
thought
to
that
do
way.
is jump off and just land on there. Actually, I did it for Team Rose, and then I died, and I was so pissed off that I just restarted the stage from the beginning.
Yeah.
Little behind the scenes, because I'm a fake fan.
He cannot perfectly play Sonic.
Nobody can. That's why everyone restarts.
Well, there are full game speedrunners that play
They
this
don't
game.
exist.
Yeah, for a lot of the Sonic games, the full game speedruns are just less interesting to watch than the individual time trials.
I kind of like some of the GDQ ones where they'll like explain what's going on in the speedrun,
Yeah.
but that's like it.
Yeah, I'm just not big on speedruns where they are constantly just fully breaking the game, you know?
Thank you, Sonic.
And
There, I
unfortunately,
used the
with-
lightspeed attack.
yeah. See its peak. Pro tip for those sections, it's actually just faster to let Sonic run and get enough speed to go on the treadmill.
See,
rather
now
than
this time
spamming.
Sonic's in the center. And you get the coolest mission clear. This blew my mind when I was a kid, because only Team Sonic gets this. Every other team has a standard ending.
I'm pretty sure Team Dark does that.
Nope.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure.
I'm pretty sure.
I will
You're
eat my
wrong
words
about
if they
that.
don't.
I'm pretty sure you're wrong about that, but I could be wrong. Maybe it's supposed to be that Team Sonic is here first, so they've already destroyed the ship. I think we talked about that last time. Oh, thank you, Tails or Knuckles, for grabbing that.
I know, I usually always have to myself.
Yeah, I know. I was like expecting you to. If you don't want to fight this guy, just turn into Tails, or switch to Tails and just jump. And you can actually make it over here. If you jump
I'd rather
and then
get the,
fly last second.
I'd rather get the lightspeed dash, because it's cooler.
Yeah, but it's also slower. So.
Yeah. So a really cool thing about this level and its gimmicks is every time you take paths, they always have split-second decisions. So like a lot of times you'll get to crumbling paths, or like the alternate paths will appear out of your vision like right at the end. So you really have to be on your guard to get them all.
Yeah.
But it's pretty satisfying to get them in this one because you can speed up the level tremendously.
Yeah. I do love the shortcuts in this stage. You kind of got a little bit of a preview of that in the Rail Canyon Bullet Station stages. Because
Will I get
those
the emerald?
stages have.
Find out in this part.
I hope so. Because then, if you have to do it with Team Dark, that's just a pain.
Just don't get hurt.
Just don't get hurt. Just don't die and get sent back 30 minutes.
Well, if we die on a mission critical stage like this where I need to get an emerald, I just restart. Like full transparency, I would just restart.
Jump! Aw, you didn't jump.
I wanted the life.
Okay, well, in that instance, you know, you were talking about the split-second decisions. I thought I wanted to see it. I wanted to see it, okay?
Alright, well, Tails failed me.
Yeah, this is like the only stage in the game where I would recommend leveling Knuckles and Tails solely, and like not worrying about Sonic at all until the others are already fully leveled. Because
Yeah, Sonic's not too useful in this stage.
yeah, like obviously you're playing as him during the speedy parts, but there are a lot of parts in this where you cannot proceed without fighting big enemies. So Tails is the best for fighting the shield laser dudes, and Knuckles is the best for fighting the other guys, the big egg dudes.
So this is our introduction to the to the main level gimmick.
Okay.
To the main to the main gimmick of this level, the lasers. And they're pretty cool, but they are rail based, so a lot of people hate them for that.
Even though they're just straight shots, you can.
Yeah, those are the types of rails where unless you are dumb and like launch yourself off of one on the left to you go to the left when you're on the rail at the left, you're gonna be fine.
Yeah.
These ones work consistently.
Even in the part at the end where you have to switch a whole bunch.
Okay, so I think in this section with like Team Chaotix or Team Dark, you have to like go around and activate switches with all the characters, and I thought that's what I had to do here. So I was really confused there over Tails for a sec.
You just have to hit this switch and then go back and use the tornado pole.
Yeah, I got confused with other teams, so I was because I thought that was going to send me onto that rail, and I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah, I don't mind sections like that.
I think they're cool.
Games.
I just wasn't prepared.
Yeah. And here's another. There's some like really cool alternate paths here. Like that big, like piece of like metal, that platform down there. You can't actually stand on it, and there's
there's rings.
There's a dash ramp. There's rings.
I think I saw a key down there on the left.
Yeah. If Egg Fleet reminded me of Final Rush, this reminds me more of Final Chase, kind of. With the,
honestly,
like,
it gives
constant...
me like Death Egg Zone vibes of Sonic 3 and K.
Oh yeah, that too. I just think
tons
the
of
like
alternate
constant
paths, and you can have a different feel to the stage depending on how you go through it each time.
Yeah. I just think the constant downward sort of angled motion that you're going throughout this stage, and you're in between two walls of the fortress constantly, it very much reminds me of Final Chase, which has a very similar kind of vibe.
I don't have a Team Blast here, so we're going to be here a bit.
Yeah, you can't even really do the Team Blast trick on the PC version, annoyingly. Man, you did not level Knuckles.
No, I got unlucky. Well, unfortunately, the more you use a character, the less likely you are to get their abilities. Or their cores, so...
Yeah. But the
best you can hope for is if you have at least level 1 Knuckles, sometimes you can get it where he'll keep bouncing on the head.
Yeah.
And then you just kill him slowly that way. That's like your best hope.
All you have to do to get that is to just do his 3-punch combo right next to the robot. And once he bounces up like that, just hold into the robot, and you can just like kind of balance yourself right in the middle.
Yeah. Besides, unless
Like
you plan to charge the homing attack or the Team Blast, you want to save it for this next upcoming section because you're going to fight 2 of those guys and another Helmet one all at once.
Yeah.
So, you want it here.
Yep. Nice and easy.
And then you get to hear Tails say that was one heck of a battle and you didn't do anything.
I just wanted to say you did that Team Blast right at the time 6:23, which is Sonic's birthday.
You nerd. You absolute nerd. That's all I have to... Oh, that's how I also have... I was really close to the edge there, and I was so sad. I was a little shook in there.
Yeah, anytime I see the numbers 6, 2, 3 next to each other, I think of Sonic, so...
Well, anytime I see 39, I think Miku, so I guess I kind of get it. Okay,
Yeah, this
so
section
for these
terrified me as a
sections,
kid.
if they terrify you, you can fly over all of them. They only shoot once, and Tails, even the big one up there, can fly over each and every one of them. All you gotta do is just hold A, don't move, you'll fly, you'll float there infinitely. It's not that bad. That's how I always did it as a kid.
Or alternatively, if you are a hashtag gamer, you just hold the rail button, the B button or whatever, and you just quickly switch rails the whole way down. Easy peasy.
Like I just did there, yeah.
Yeah. Great stage.
But point is,
Yeah.
that's like the nice thing about it. So
Oh.
I got hit and lost rings, and despite hitting a lot of the shortcuts, which I was amazed I did because normally I don't hit a lot of those, I lost a lot of enemy score and didn't get a time bonus. So unfortunately, I got to be.
Yeah,
I was sad.
I think this is the first Sonic game to implement a more general ranking system that is supposed to work for every stage rather than SA2s where it's more specific for the stage what score you have to get.
Yeah, especially between the characters.
Yeah, like you have it's what score you need changes depending on what team you are, but other than that, I think it's like pretty much the same for every stage for that team. So, yeah, pretty much every time you play Final Fortress, you are not going to get the time bonus. It's just not going to happen.
Yeah. I really like the rankings here. I also really like the ones in 06 because while you still have to play each stage differently, it gives you a general goal to look for. You know you have to get 50,000 for any stage.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Nice. You did it.
All right, we'll never see one of those again.
Hey, at least it's not like our classic Sonic playthroughs where I get all the emeralds in the first part.
I have redeemed myself from Sonic 3 where I had to go back and re-record a special stage because I didn't get them.
Yeah, that was upsetting. If I were in your case, in your situation there, I would have just re-recorded the whole game.
That's what I would do that now. Okay, but like I was just worried about getting the channel started, so I was like, oh, it'll be fine. And now I'm ashamed.
Little did you know that I would berate you.
I knew you would. But yeah, now I feel shame. I feel so much shame for it. I still haven't beaten Sonic 3 in K since
then.
I've beaten Sonic 3. I've beaten Sonic and Knuckles, but not Sonic 3 and Knuckles.
I can't remember the last time I played them individually.
It pretty much just exclusively so I can listen to the credits music Sonic 3. But now I have Sonic 3 Air, and I play that more regularly. But I think I was just playing on console that day or something. And Origins doesn't have it.
Origins has it.
The Sonic 3 credit music?
Oh, no. Sorry.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying it doesn't have 3 and Knuckles. I was like, what?
I don't know why, but I'm getting so unlucky with these hits. I think it's because of the enemies.
Well, you keep going down. Why do you keep going down? Just stay up here and
because I'm trying to avoid the rockets.
Well, the rockets won't hit you. They'll go right over you.
Alright, so if you ever get stuck in this situation, be very careful crossing. Because he takes forever to go, and if you wait too long, he will dash you midair and you will die.
Well, that's why you do the Sonic pole, because you take forever going up, and then you launch higher.
I have never lived doing the Sonic pole, so I've never done it. Or I've never been able to successfully do it.
I don't really know why, because in this game, after you get hit, you can jump in midair.
Well, my 12-year-old brain didn't know this, and when I developed the strategy that I use every time going forward, that didn't work into my strategy.
So you're just bad. Got it. Understood.
Sure. Hey, you're only bad if you don't get the A rank.
No, you can be bad and still get the A rank. I'm sorry.
This isn't Sonic Forces, alright?
I've
or
never
generations.
ever used Knuckles in this fight.
I had a level 3 Knuckles, so I thought it'd be fun.
All right.
And if you have a level 3 Knuckles, as you can see, it just decimates everything.
Honestly,
so you don't have to worry.
the Egg Emperor, or what
And
is
I
that
got
boss
an
called?
A rank, so you know what? I don't want to hear it.
Unstoppable.
This boss is easier to fight than the helmeted, like standard big egg pawns in this game.
Well, because you can cheese this. You can't do that to the helmet enemies. They're just
Yeah,
you have
they're just
you have to
annoying.
fight them straight. They're a proto Sonic Superstars boss.
If it wasn't for us, you wouldn't have had a chance.
Well, maybe you're right. Thanks.
Yeah, the bosses in this game aren't good, but at least they're better than Superstars bosses.
Yeah, yeah. Even
It's not a high
sometimes
bar.
better than Mania the bosses, depending on how I feel that day.
To be fair, Sonic never really has good bosses. Let's just be honest. Other
I
than,
will
like,
argue the Sonic 3 bosses are pretty good.
The Sonic 3 bosses you can spam hits on just as easily as the Sonic 1 and 2 bosses, so I disagree.
See,
Other
that's what I
than-
like about him, because I can do that to end him fast, or I can play him slow and keep all my rings. I can do both.
But I'm talking about like the fact that a lot of the bosses, even if you're avoiding getting hit, you can still like spam hits on them, and they're not like challenging, is what I'm saying.
Yeah, but you have to reach that point, you know? I died a lot to those bosses when I was a kid.
I didn't.
Good for you.
The only classic Sonic boss I can remember dying on in any significant amount was the chemical plant boss, just because I kept getting hit and knocked into the pits. But other than that, like, I didn't have that much of a problem. The only bosses I really like in classic Sonic are the Death Egg robot in Sonic 2. The Labyrinth Zone boss is pretty good because that's just a platforming section. And the Big Arm fight is pretty good in Sonic 3 and Knuckles. And the final bosses of Sonic 3 and Knuckles are pretty good, but
Right.
none of the CD bosses are good. Unless you count Metal Sonic, but I don't count Metal Sonic because that's completely different.
I
And even then,
think...
the Metal Sonic fight's not that good. So
Yeah, about to say it's way better in Mania, but...
honestly, Knuckles Chaotix has the best fights of the classic Sonic games.
I'll take your
Overall.
word on that one. I haven't played it yet.
They're still kind of not good because they're classic Sonic bosses, but you know.
Honestly, kind of amazed I've never actually played Knuckles Chaotix. Never picked it up.
Well, it's not that hard to understand because they've never ever re-released it.
Yeah, but
And-
I have easy means to do it, you know?
Yeah, like if you pirate it, but you wouldn't do that, would you?
So anyways, we say as we record a technically pirated copy of Sonic Heroes.
No, I own the PC version of Sonic Heroes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, good for you. Do you actually?
I do, yes.
Oh, hell no. Hell yeah, nice. How much it cost you?
It was like $20 on eBay, so I thought I'd pick it up.
Something tells me it's not that much anymore.
Try another story.
So anyways, that was Weekend. We talked over it.
And together we can overcome all the odds. It's a theme song of our channel.